How's it going, y'all? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. It is Monday morning, and you already know the forecast. It's going to be a shitstorm. I'm your host, Aries Bookman, the Duke of Darkness. And, yeah, man, I'm feeling better this week. Feeling better this week. I don't feel good. I'm feeling better. See, look. You see my face a little bit? See this thing? It was like this. It was nasty. But I'm pretty close back to my normal level of beauty, so I'm okay. I didn't record any particular segments, but I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I had a consult with one of my clients, and so what I decided. Let me exit this out so it don't fuck my shit up. What I decided I wanted to do is because it was a good consultation. I actually had it like 3 weeks back, but I'm like, you know what? Because I usually don't. First and foremost, if you have a consultation with me, all your shit is private. I only share it with you. All your shit is private. But every now and then I'll ask the person, okay, can I take this one call, or can I take a little piece of this right here and use it to let other people hear? So that's what I decided to do. So I have a little bit of that here for y'all today. But before we get into the show, gotta let you see the intro, because I enjoy the intro. So I'm gonna just play it for me. Here we go, y'all. Vibing on that shit. All right, so yeah, like I said, today I'm gonna play a few of the pieces I clipped from the call. Okay, I dressed them up a little bit, but these are some of the things I wanna talk about today. Okay. Also, before I get started, that was part of it. The boot camp is last week of April. It's gonna be the last cycle. That's gonna be $150. After this, I'm gonna start releasing the other course material, so it's gonna up the price. Aaliyah was in one of the boot camps. She's actually gonna retake the boot camp again. And see, some people may think I don't work with females. I work with females. In fact, a lot of the females I work with are some of the better students. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. But I don't work with a lot of females. Most of my clients are males, and I tailor my services to males, so that's not only quite natural, but it's what I'm aiming for anyways. So it's cool. But where we're going to start out today, because we usually do the spotlight on spirit, I got to start out talking about deity. So I clipped a piece from the consultation that was talking about deity, and that's where I want to start today. Let me see, where did I put it? Right down here. When I listen to people's... Don't start it that way. Okay. Getting a firm understanding of what deity is, how it works, how you can expect to interact with it. I want to say it's crucial, but I more so want to say it's inevitable. Once you get self right, you can start to do this right. Most people have no idea what they're doing, and they're doing it wrong. I mean, but like, even if you were the thing that's all powerful, even if you do it wrong, you do it right. So niggas don't even question shit. But look, that's what we're gonna get into here, okay, man? What the fuck is this deity shit? Like, and I've said it before, what, who, and where, those first three question words are almost interchangeable. The same way 1, 2, and 3 are interchangeable in the Trinity. Who is a form of what? Where is a form of what? Usually if you tell somebody who or where, you're also telling them what. Language. Language. We're gonna talk about that in the coursework, though. Anyway, let me let y'all hear this real quick.
These deities aren't physical world things. Like Aaliyah's anxiety. That's not something physical. It most certainly will affect your whole physical life. But
right.
It's not.
It shows up in physical symptoms.
Yes.
Like my heart rate is increasing.
Hold on. This shit just acting crazy. Let me get that put right where I want it. Fuck you mean? What stop? Alright. I'm gonna do it again.
These deities aren't physical world things. Like Aaliyah's anxiety. That's not something physical. It most certainly will affect your whole physical life. But
right.
It's not.
It shows up in physical symptoms.
Yes.
Like my heart rate is increasing, my breathing is increasing. But it's not something I can physically show you. I can show you symbols of it.
Exactly. Exactly.
I got you, okay.
Fucking exactly. It's not a physical thing. It's like when a lot of people, when they're talking about leaving the physical realm, they don't really know the difference between one and another, so it's just talk. You can't really tell when you've done it. But the thing is, you never left Kansas, Dorothy, but you got to know how that works in order for that to mean anything. So you're never in the physical world. You're experiencing it, through the body, but the body's the thing in the physical world, not you.
Right. Because Rocky, I can't come out and be like, hey, Rocky, come out. And
exactly. Right, exactly. You can't do, exactly. None of that. Because it's a whole different jurisdiction. The only part of you that's in the physical world ever is the physical body. And see, that's what I was telling another one of my clients, like, take some of these old deities and mix them into the stuff that you're building, because it's an honor to exist in your psyche for them. Like, when they exist in somebody else's psyche, they have to stay that old bullshit and they gotta play human with them motherfuckers. Like, in your psyche, they get to grow and be something new.
Okay, so that's like Ishidon taking on the personification of Isis. Even though she's not Isis, but she got that Isis ass feel.
Yeah, just like how Osiris is Horus. That's the new thing. That's the change. That's the development. See, that's the nature of these things, these beings. This is how they grow and change in what you is. Not you as in the physical body, but what you is as in your entire psyche.
Right.
And it's shit you get to go beyond. They want to be serving like they supposed to, but they out here playing human with all these other motherfuckers.
Oh, that must suck.
Right? Fucking right?
Because it's like putting a god in a vessel and they can't get out. It's almost like prison.
Right? And it's like your boss at the job coming to you every day trying to have you run the job, tell you what to do. Like, what the fuck? I thought you was the boss. Alright, I'll play human with your dumb ass.
Right.
And a lot of these deities ain't as nice as Isis. See, Isis sit there probably has some sympathy for your motherfucking ass.
Oh no, I need the ones that don't have sympathy. But you know what though? It's just gotta go to, like, you really do need to read mythology.
Yes. Learn how how mythologies are built and what the different stories are. So when things come up, it's like you can make sense of it.
There we go. Now I can hear myself in my ear. I had to check that. Yeah, I probably edited that video in the wrong frame. Now that I think about it. But hey, I can fix it like I just fixed it. Dawson, I see y'all in the chat. Cast a spell. Louis, good morning, y'all. Good morning. What's up? So, y'all love the consoles too, casters. I fucking love the consoles too. Like, as much as I do a console for somebody else, always for me. It's always for me. It's always some shit I'm gonna get. Always. Who the fuck you think I'm talking to? Oh, I'm really talking to you. No, I'm talking to me. Anyways. I want to hit on a few points that we talked about in that clip, okay? The first one. If you're talking about leaving the physical world and never coming back, how is your map looking? Okay? If you don't know the difference where one ends and where the other begins, how are you going to know when you've done it? How do you know when you've done it if you don't know where one ends and the other begins? All right? This is part of what I talk about people in the boot camp, in the consultations, where one ends and the other begins. What is something physical? What is something non-physical? How do you escape the physical realm? It's easy. You don't need the North Star and fucking magnetosphere. You don't need cellular biology. It has nothing to do with your bag of meat. It has nothing to do with the planet. You were never here to begin with. Oh, how do I leave Super Mario Land? You're never there to begin with. But see, that's not motivation. That's not affirmation to tell you, oh, I'm everything. You could have said that with Jesus. God is love. God is everything. God is energy. God is light. It's the same difference. You could have said that with that. I'm not. This is why I can tell you the question and the answer. The question and answer are easy. Question and answer are easy. They define one another. The devil's in the details. You need to be able to show your work. So if you're saying I want to leave the physical realm and never come back, most of the time you motherfuckers are playing human anyways. Oh, boo-hoo, my life is sad. Fuck your sad life. Suffer. Look, if you really talking about you done doing this shit, you gotta know the details of it. And it's not for you to know to make sure you go wake up the masses. Fuck the masses. It's not about let the dead lie with the dead. This is about you knowing the details of your work. You being able to show your work to you. Not your Instagram story, not your Facebook post, not your trash YouTube videos you made where you just sat in front of a thing, started talking in your dirty room. No. It's about you. What is you? See, I used the Wizard of Oz analogy. You never left Kansas, Dorothy. You never left Kansas. She did not know the nature of her predicament or how she was continuing to agree to it. These are the two things you need in order to surmount the physical world. But in all honesty, it's really not that difficult. You're never here to begin with. It's about showing your work and working through the details of that, okay? Working through the details of that. And that's why, as part of the reason I want to start with this, deities are not physical world things. It makes more sense once you can see the line between the physical and the non-physical. Deities are not physical world things, okay? Generally, when I start working with somebody, clients, consults or boot camp, either way, I introduce them to deity. All right, that's the first thing we're gonna do. Why? Because it puts you on the right path to be facing the appropriate direction. Okay, my issue is consistently the premises of thinking. It's not what you're thinking. It's not, oh, he's thinking the wrong thing. He's thinking the wrong thing. He's thinking the wrong thing. No, it's how you're thinking. Where did your thinking begin? What was your mental point of origin? Okay. And I'm gonna get into that a little bit with human is a lie. But let me continue this real quick. The first things I do is I usually introduce them to deity. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that one human is a lie too. I introduce them to not only working with the dead. Okay. You can call it ancestor work. Some people call it necromancy, make it sound spooky. It's working with the gods of physical life. Okay? You know, motherfucker be like, Jesus, take the wheel. But this nigga's never drove before. That's a bad decision. That's a bad move. It's not a good look. Like, Jesus, take the donkey, maybe. This nigga hit the donkey. He be swerving on that probably, but not in your whip. It's like, oh, Shun, pay my bills. Like, this bitch has never had bills. But your Uncle Jerry and them, they know about bills. They know about the carburetor on your car. They're the gods of physical life. So I usually introduce people to those motherfuckers. But, cast a spell. Every time I discover a new spirit, I give them a new name. Hell yeah. Look, sometimes if it's your personal pantheon, it'll be an old one in a new form. Oh yeah. Look, I'm going to digress. What was I just saying? What was I just saying? And I'll continue with that then. I'll get back to what I was saying in a minute. How deities grow and evolve are different than physical world things because they're not physical world beings. They sort of grow from the middle and outward. Their past and their future are generated from a middle, whereas with physical linear beings, they begin at their beginning and end at their end. If that makes sense. Yeah, they begin at their beginning and end at their end. They're linear. But once again, this goes just for your physical body. But generally, people consider things as they exist from that perspective. Deities are non-physical world things, okay? Keep it real simple, just like we talked about in the clip. The anxiety, if let's say your name is Brandon, okay? That's my go-to. Hell yeah, Misha, great idea. Yeah, it is a great idea. I'll continue with this, though. Let's say your name is Brandon, okay? Brandon's thoughts and emotions are not physical world things. They most certainly affect his physical body. But Brandon and Brandon's physical body are two different things. Brandon is a collection of ideas attributed to that physical body. Let's say you start a video game, an RPG. You create the name of the character and you start to play it. It's not the thing in the game. That's your collection of ideas you've attributed to it. Okay? Neither of those are the motherfucker playing the game. All right? So this is what I mean. When I say human is a lie, because motherfuckers don't get what I'm talking about. They think it's the new hot motivational thing to say. No, Homo sapien is real. This shit is real. Homo sapien is real. Human is a lie. But I'm going to get into it. Though. But anyways, these deities, they evolve and grow differently. All right, that's why it's an honor for someone who's actually doing this work to fuck with one of them. All right, anybody else playing human, they'll be like, yes, sir, boss, please, master. Can I get some divine spiritual power? Please, sir. Thank you very much. No, fuck these niggas. Like, just like you'll be like with a sibling of your cousins and them, fuck these niggas. Fuck that nigga. Don't give a fuck. No, because not only do you, because most of the deities people know are public deities, meaning they're what the priesthood provided the general population. Okay. And when I say the general population, I mean the motherfuckers who wasn't doing the work, who wasn't here to do that kind of work. They were here to grow them potatoes, to build the benches in the church house, you know, to sweep the king's floor. These motherfuckers weren't doing spiritual work, but the community still needs to be able to tap into it. I'm not going to get into religious philosophies. The community still needs to tap into it for their own conception of how reality works. And once you get into it, these are frameworks. Every pantheon is a framework for the conception of how reality works. It tells you what reality at large is, what the self is, and what the continuity between the two is. See, I just went into religious philosophies. These three questions are necessary to answer. So if you're going to jump out of here and say, I'm not religious no more, if you don't know what reality at large is, the self, and the continuity between the two, you're fucked. You're going to be lost and hungering for divinity. Motherfuckers are hungry for divinity because they can't answer those three questions. They go from place to place to place. Oh, this must be it. Here's the new book. Oh, this must be it. It's the new yoga ritual. Oh, this must be it. Somebody showed me an ancient ritual in a book. Oh, this must be it. I'm getting initiated into some rite or organization. No, that's not it. They're hungering for something. They've been hungry for so long they don't even recognize their own hunger. They've been hungry for so long, they don't even recognize their own hunger. But they've rejected these words like God and religion so vehemently that they don't even realize the place that those things held in their life. And so they got this big gaping hole where they're trying to put anything into it because they don't want to admit to themselves how big and how much it hurts, how much you miss Jesus. Fucking, no, Jesus ain't real. Okay, what's real? Human. Yeah, that's where you go next. If Jesus ain't real, if Buddha ain't real, if Yahweh ain't real, if Allah wasn't a real nigga, then where you gonna go next? Human. Human. Human is the lie. Fuck what religion you was in. Human was the lie. Well, I was talking about deities growing. A physical world thing, a linear being, will grow from its beginning to its end. Okay, anything that has a beginning has an end. It will grow from its beginning to its end. Those things that do not have a begin, do not intrinsically have a beginning or an end, or can have multiple beginnings and endings, begin in their middle. For example, you start the show Beavis and Butthead, right? When it first started, all the surrounding characters, all the mythology around those two characters did not exist yet. What existed was the core idea. And from the core idea, it sprouts and grows. Okay? What you are essentially grows like this. But if you're caught up in human in the physical body, you're thinking beginning and end. You'll ask stupid questions like, where did the universe begin? Where did existence begin? Anything that has a beginning has an end. Didn't begin anywhere. It doesn't begin because it doesn't end. So deities grow from their center, and as they're fleshed out, their mythology and the continuity they have with other deities becomes an entire pantheon. Okay. So it's an honor for these motherfuckers to not have to be this old bullshit they've been and to be in your psyche. It's an honor. Oh my God, Zeus came to me. Fuck that nigga. Old ass nigga, man. No, ain't nobody do that shit no more. Don't nobody do that shit no more. Fuck out of here. It's okay. Okay, what? This is what I want to say. This is what I want to say before I get into the next segment. Okay, because the next segment I'm talking about human being alive. What I teach is left-hand path. Okay? You ask me, left-hand path proper is self-deification. There is nothing else to it. Period. The rest of this stuff is leftish human bullshit. Necromancy, blood magic, leftish human bullshit. Leftish human bullshit. Or motherfuckers who are left-hand light working, sitting in the middle path. Oh, everything is love and light, but I got a dark side. No, that ain't it. Human is the lie. What is you? What is self? See, I talked about it in another episode. It was like, Brother Yosef, I think that's what his name was. Brother Yosef. You see, once again, I don't try to make shots at other people's particular style of teaching. I'm a dick. I'll be a dick. I got you. But there are always new motherfuckers coming into this, and they're coming in from all different angles. Where one person starts in one place, isn't necessarily where they're going to end up, where they're supposed to go. People jump from place to place. Okay, so whoever you learn from, however you learn, as long as you're honest with yourself, I don't give a fuck. But, Bro Yosef, he did a little bit of a synopsis. I'm going to say a synopsis on what the left-hand path was. And, it was faulty. It was faulty. And this is why, though. This is why I say that. Because people like him, they talk about source. Oh, it's source. You got to get back to source. Everything comes from source. That's right-hand path again. But I mean, he's not claiming to not be on that. But because when he explained the left-hand path, he framed it from the right-hand path. Okay, which is what most people are going to do. Most of them they're not going to frame the left-hand path from the left-hand path. They're going to frame the left-hand path from the right-hand path. Okay? And so he framed it as those who consider themselves to be or want to escape their connection with source. Wrong. First of all this source shit is faulty. It's God again. It's just another way of saying God. Like I said, motherfuckers are hungering for divinity, but they discharge their connection to certain words, like God. Oh, I'm going to say source now. I'm going to say energy. I'm going to say the universe. You just did it again. As long as you separated it, you did it again. Like motherfuckers say, my soul. You just separated it. Because now you made a possessive. You made a possessor and a possessive. My soul. No, soul's not something you have, it's something you are. Anyways, so if everything is source, there's no connecting or disconnecting from source. It's the role you play. It's the role you play. Motherfuckers sit out here, I gotta get back into nature. How do you leave? You don't. It's not even possible. Just you even having that framework is what's fucking you up. Motherfucker, I'm gonna go inside the house. Because you got walls. Inside the house is outside. Ain't no not being outside. Fuck you mean? Or open the window, here come outside gonna come in. No. No, it's your premises of thinking. So fuck the source shit, okay? This human shit is the appearance of a thing. Yes, the physical world is real, but the connection and relationship you have to it is what is fucking you up. There is no source. Source is simply, if you're going to use source, you can use it as a way to describe the qualities of a thing. But it's not an ontological analysis. It's not to say source is a thing. See, motherfuckers treating subjective things in objective manner, which is fucking them up, okay? Which is fucking them up, which is why you don't realize human is a fucking lie. You know what? I'm into the next segment, okay? Left-hand path does not want to disconnect from source. It plays the role of source. In the world, but not of it. In the world, but not of it. Fuck out of here. But it's okay. It's okay. Just remember, you fucking with me, left-hand path, self-deification, that's what I fuck with. Let me get into this next segment.
You know, it's like the difference between, you know, if you're standing on the ground with your foot, the bottom layer of skin and that first layer of dirt. You know, they're very interconnected. You know, you can even pick your foot up off the ground, you got a little bit of dirt on there still. You know, you got to knock that off. But you have to know the difference.
Is dirt.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm sorry, but oh God, that makes so much fucking sense.
And motherfuckers pick their foot up off the dirt because their body died, but they got all that dirt on their foot. You're gonna put your foot back down and just get focused on the dirt, as opposed to knowing yourself as the rest of the thing that you are.
It's not what we think. Like human just allows you to coddle yourself.
Allows you to comfortably live in the lie.
Right.
I mean, hey, you need it to go to Walmart and stuff, you know, to go visit your in-laws and shit. You mean, you need it for that, but outside of this knowledge of self, nope.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, that's the whole development through childhood, is developing that humanity so that you can exist in this shit. But at a certain point, it's like a building with scaffolding. You know, you need the scaffolding to start the building up, but at a certain point, you gotta take that scaffolding down. Otherwise, you'll fuck up your building. That way you can work the details of it out.
Wow. So you still working details out?
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, because I've been doing it for longer, so I have more details on it, more especially because I've been making an effort to map it out. But yeah, I'm in the mud too. Fuck you mean? Hell yeah. As soon as you get out of one little prison cell, you right into the next one. Ain't nowhere to go. Ain't nothing really else to do. You gotta keep doing it. As you do it more, you get like the higher level missions, you know. But it's still the work. It don't stop. Right. It don't stop till your body's gone, and that's only for motherfuckers who did the work while they had the body. If you wait till the body gone to try and do the work, you gonna get fucked. You gonna slip right back into this.
Smooth. Okay, David. I appreciate the perspective, and I appreciate that you're empowered. But I want to make sure that I'm emphasizing. I'll just assume you being empowered was an after effect. It was a side effect. All right, like because the main thing I want to emphasize, when in saying this is, it's all about your premises of thinking. It's about what you agreed to. And you know, I get triggered by shit. So don't be upset. I'm not upset with you. I'm triggered. That's all it is. Because I don't want to empower and motivate people. Like when somebody comes to one of my posts or some shit like that, and they're like, "Oh my God, I really need to hear that today." I'm like, fuck. But it's okay. It's okay. The point though is to make sure the distinction is made. Okay, because I can't see it for a motherfucker. All I can do is dance around it, maybe point to it. Like, if you ask me, I would say there ain't even a fucking source. Ain't no fucking source. I am that I am. Ain't no fucking source. But what is you? That's the point. What is you? Like, I don't just say that to sound spooky. I even sat here and just talked about the word what, who, and where. I've talked about how you contains at the very least 4 different forms of it. What is you? I'm being a dick, though. I'm being a dick. That's all it is. I'm being facetious. It's not all it is. I'm not just being a dick. I'm being a dick, but I'm not just being a dick, okay? Anyways, into what the segment was talking about, okay? Human is a lie. Homo sapien is real. The physical world is real. Motherfuckers will be like, the physical world is an illusion. Okay. That doesn't mean it's not real. It's not what it appears to be. That is what the word illusion means. I'm pretty sure I've been saying this since I hit the scene. Illusion does not mean it's not real. It means it's not what it appears to be. The devil is in the details. The question and the answer are easy. You need to show your work. If you don't show your work, you don't know how you got the answer. Period. You can sit here and say, oh man, this human shit is tough. Oh wow, the only real hard part is really conceptualizing that shit. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Motherfuckers so quick to jack my shit, say it outside of their neck like they out here thinking that shit. No, you not. Fuck out of here, man. And look, I'm not even mad that you're copying the shit. I'm mad you don't have the gall to just come and join the conversation. That's what I'm doing, trying to continue the conversation because everybody want to be fucking right. Fuck out of here. No, everybody's not right. That destroys the meaning of right. Like when somebody says everybody is beautiful. Now beauty has no value and you've destroyed all of its meaning. You pulled all the meaning out so you can wear it as a hollow mask. Fuck out of here. Anyways, what the segment was talking about. Excuse me. The physical world, if you are the whole damn thing, which is what I'm going to tell you, left-hand path, self-deification, you've always been the whole damn thing. If you are the whole damn thing, all of the physical world is the root chakra of what you are. Okay, you see Baphomet sitting on the sphere. He's sitting on the root. You can look at the Adam Kadmon. The feet of the Adam Kadmon are standing on Malkuth. The physical world is one thing. It's the appearance of a place. It appears to be multiple places with multiple things in it. It is one thing. Do I have that picture of a fractal pyramid? Could I even show it on here like that? I might be able to. During the next segment, let me write that down because I'll show the picture of the fractal pyramid. If you're in fucking boot camp, I talk about the shit anyway. All right. But look, this place has the appearance of being multiple places, multiple realities, of multiple objects. Okay. It is one thing. It's the lowest, densest part. If what you are is the whole damn thing, your root chakra is all of the physical realm, okay? What I generally deal with when I get into dealing with clients is introducing them to some of the deities they've already been creating. Because if you fucking Brandon was the first deity you made. Brandon is not something physical. I can cut your body's limbs off, take you to Saudi Arabia, and call you Susan. The body's still the same thing it was. You may change the non-physical overlay that you place on that shit, but at the end of the day, you're neither of those. You're not the body or the personality. Just like I said in fucking audio clip. What yourself is going to be more closer to the Adam Kadmon. You're that little Baphomet down there. You're sitting on the top of the root chakra. You're never in Oz, Dorothy. You never left Kansas. There's no way you can be in Super Mario Land. The closest you get is having an avatar. You are not here. But you got to know the details of that. The Adam Kadmon stands on Malkuth. Okay? What I generally do is introduce people to the architecture of their foot, at the very least. All right? The architecture of your foot. Because you motherfuckers are so focused on the dirt up under the foot. Okay? The foot's sitting there and standing on top of on the earth. They're very close. They're very intimately connected. All right? So much so that if you weren't paying attention, because there's so much dirt, you'd think you're the fucking dirt. Why wouldn't you think you're the fucking dirt? There's so much dirt. How can I be something other than the dirt? What are you talking about? You can pick your foot up and there's still a little bit of dirt on there. All right, but if you focused on the dirt, physical world, that narrative, the world of appearance, if you're focused on the dirt, you're never even gonna conceive not only the rest of yourself, but you won't be able to do the work. What's the work? That's the next segment. What's the work? That's the next segment. Be about your father's fucking work. Fuck are you talking about? And see, this is what I get into when I get into the triple blackness of space. Zero is triune. Great father, great mother, great child. The only aspect of that triune, what do I want to say? The only aspect of the triune nature of being in an unexpressed form that manifests, that interacts with expression, is the great child. Period. Period. See, I'm gonna save it for the segment. I'm gonna save it for the fucking segment because what is the work? What is the work? It's simple. It's not just eating your little pill that's gonna open up your pineal gland, and then once you've done that, that's doing the thing. No, it's not. That's another piece of fucking meat. Oh no, but the pineal gland is really the spiritual gland. It's physical. That's like you playing Super Mario and it's, oh God, once I get that little bitty star, I win the game. No, you don't. No, you don't. You may feel good for a little while. It may feel like nothing can touch you for a little while, but that ain't the game. That ain't the game. You need to go through all the levels. Fuck out of here, man. So you hit the little block, little star came out. Oh, look at me, I'm shining. This is it. I got my pineal juice. No. The Kundalini is the self. It's not some fuck oil in the back of your spine. It's the self. But what is you? It's not body and personality. You made nothing else. You have nothing else. You have no foundation. You're facing the wrong way. Your face is in the dirt as opposed to turned on itself. Like Plato has the analogy of the shadows on the wall, right? The shadows on the wall. Where motherfuckers sitting there looking at the shadows on the wall. They're chained to look at the shadows on the wall. They don't see not only the fire generating the light, they don't even see outside of the cave. And they so caught up in the noises they hear and what they see on the shadow of the wall. You motherfuckers are on the shadow. You're on the shadow of the wall. Look, it's the appearance of a place. The physical world is a real thing, but it's not what it appears to be. You have to know what is you. That's the details. If you don't know how you win, you didn't win. Anyway, I'm usually in the consultations especially. I'm introducing people to the realm of Malkuth outside of physical, okay? It's how you're continuing to agree to physical ideas. Fuck oil in the back of the spine. Yeah, man, that shit's... It's another physical world. It's more particulate matter. There's no particulate matter that's the answer. Like, for real. Hell yeah, Dawson, that case. Look up Plato's, I think it's Plato. It might be Plato or Socrates. Both of them niggas was whack, though. Both of them niggas was whack. Because look, the Greeks had just came up with an alphabet. How'd they get all the books? Nah. Library Alexander. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, man, this shit ain't no spooky fuck oil in the back of the spine. This ain't none of that. I'm not going to tell you whether or not there is one of those, but it's not the answer. Even if there's spooky fuck oil, it's not the answer. No particulate matter is the answer. If you playing Super Mario, there's nothing in the game that's going to get you to be able to stop playing the game. You got to know what the fuck you are so you can put down the controller. But you don't know what you are. Human, meatbag, and fucking personality. And see, y'all motherfuckers are impressed with your personality. That's half the issue. You're impressed with what you think you are. Oh, I got a lot of shit on this save file. I ain't about to start the game over. Fuck that shit. No. Fuck that. Y'all motherfuckers. No. 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 See? See how I brought that back? You see how okay, cool. Oh yeah. The triple blackness of space. Great father, great mother, great child. The great father is completely inert. The great mother is the generative aspect that takes that what is completely inert and becomes generative. The great child is that which is generated. All right, this is the grand factory of fucking souls. That's a turn of phrase. I'm speaking poetically. I'm not speaking objectively. I'm not speaking objectively. Y'all motherfuckers take subjective things and make them objective, take objective things and make them subjective. This is why motherfuckers don't know how government works. You too busy saying the government. You don't know how the police work. You too busy saying the police. They got different jurisdictions. What are police for? Police enforce policy from politicians. Nothing to do with law. Nothing to do with law. But because you're too busy making objective things subjective, you don't get it. And then when we get to the subjective stuff, y'all motherfuckers trying to make it objective like chakras. No, chakras aren't objective things. It's a sevenfold pattern. It's another map of reality. That's it. Like a blind man looking in the mirror. I don't know. What you referring to, man? What you referring to, Louis? Like a blind man looking in the mirror. Oh, I should have made a little more coffee, real shit. My shit's getting a little cold. That's all right, though. I made it early. That's what it was. I made my coffee early. Anyways, this is the last thing I want to say before I come to this next segment, okay? Because it goes into really embracing the fact that soul ain't something you have, it's something you are, okay? The soul isn't something you have, it's something you are. So like I said, motherfuckers talk about my soul. You split it. Same thing as making that source. Like a blind man looking in the mirror thinking you're the flesh. Yes, yes. And look, it's easy to say, I'm not this body. Okay, well, what is you? Because if you go for the spooky fuck magic thing where it's just, oh, I'm everything. Oh, I'm everything. That don't mean nothing. A roach is everything. A dust particle is everything. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. You motherfuckers will drown the self in your conception of the ultimate reality. Motherfuckers be like, I'm everything. And yourself just drowns. No, self-deification. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. The baby was the whole point of having bathwater. The great child, the baby was the whole point of having bad water. God don't give the son. God give the world that he so loved to the son. The bathwater. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Fuck. The non-physical is permanent and the body / shadow personality is temporary. I agree with that for the most part. Because like I did with the flat earth thing, the physical world is flat. The non-physical world is equally flat. It's equally illusionary. It may not be as dense, but it's equally illusionary. And, you know, okay, I'll agree. The body shadow personality is most certainly temporary. It is. Like, that's the thing that's going to die. That's the thing that dies, okay? But if you play its role, if you act as surety for the thing that's going to die, then you sit here and you form this idea of yourself that's going to die. Like, I'm not saying reject your physical life. I want to make this clear. Because it's just like True Himes says, True Himes. Himes. That name is familiar. I think I know who that is. I think that might be Ethan. There we go. I think that might be Ethan. Ethan usually has an Edo somewhere. Anyways, yeah, it's transitory, but you don't get rid of it. Once you start to get into what you are, you need to go back and teach this motherfucker. All right? You have to play the game properly in the world, but not of it. You have to know the distinction. It can't just be motivation for you to get through your job at fucking UPS. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You could have done that with Jesus if you just needed some motivation to get you through your shit human life. Fuck out of here. What's up, man? Glad to see you feeling better. Yeah, it's going next thunder. Yeah, man. Antibiotics. Antibiotics and rest. Thanks, lovely. And another cup. This is wonderful. Here, I'm going to finish this up. Thank you. Oh, yeah, you can take this cold one. Appreciate it. Louis says mind, etc. Thinking you're the flesh. No. Okay, now I just connected the three. No. See, I don't like the word mind. I prefer the word psyche because people are stuck in the idea of thinking when they say mind. Mind is such a vague word today, like God and energy. Like motherfuckers are just saying it outside of their neck because they need something to fill in because they have something they think they're trying to say. I don't like mind. I don't like mind. Mind is the threefold pattern. That's what I'll say. Mind is the threefold pattern. I talked about the Trinity. Do I want to get into mind? Do I want to get into mind? I'll just put it like this. Mind is not brain. That's what I'll say about that. Mind is not brain. Most certainly not. You know, it's a piece of fucking meat behind your eyeballs. Like, wiggle your eyeballs around. And then there's a space behind them that you can't feel. There's no touch nerves. Touch nerves, I don't think is the word. I don't think the touch nerves. That sounds stupid as fuck. But there's no sensation of touch on the physical brain. Because you're not supposed to pay attention to it. It's behind. Put the curtain back. Don't pay attention to the man behind that curtain. I am Oz. Don't pay attention to the man behind that curtain. Look, if anything's fucking you up, it's the brain. It's the brain fucking you up on the orders of DNA. DNA is the devil. I said it before. Don't fuck with that shit, man. Trying to upgrade your DNA in your brain. That's bullshit. Even if you could do it, it don't help the problem. The trick is not to become superhuman and consume all things. Oh, shut the fuck up. Niggas is dumb. Niggas is dumb. Be about the work.
You go from the root to the sacral. And then as you can pull back further into yourself, essentially, you know, you'll be able, and not only that, not only pull back into it, but identify yourself as it. Then you can get back to doing your father's work, which is rebuilding the kingdom.
So basically, I fell off the tree.
Mm-hmm.
I had to melt away all the Selene shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had to crack out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky. And then Rocky still got to develop into a whole fucking ass tree.
Exactly.
With a little tiny flower.
Exactly. Exactly. Because you can't go back up the tree.
Right.
This is the only way you get back to those heights. To see, like they have the in the Christian pantheon, they got God the Father and God the Son. Like God doesn't give the Son; He is the Son. God gave the world that He so loved, which is the cross. That's why Jesus has to die to the cross to rise. That's 5. God is the Son. They're not two different things. They're two different aspects of it, maybe. But it's just like in the Egyptian pantheon, you have Osiris. He's the king of the kingdom. Then he falls and dies. And the version of him that rises and rebuilds the kingdom is called Horus. They're the same thing. It's just two ends of it. Two different ends of it, I guess you could say. That's what the Christian pantheon means when they're talking about, you know, Jesus is about his Father's work. Mm-hmm. That's the regrowing that tree.
Yeah. Okay.
And by the time the tree is grown, you up in the atmosphere, you up at the highest places already. So it's not a matter of necessarily trying to get to those highest places, because as you rebuild that tree, you're naturally going to develop into it. So it's not necessarily a race. The work is rebuilding that tree. And again, like just with a tree in the dirt, like a lot of the growing is a natural process that just unfolds as long as you're not in the way. And holding on to all that Aaliyah shit will be in the way.
Right, because it's dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now you still got to navigate it. The tree is still deeply connected to the earth, you know. But if it identified as the earth, it wouldn't grow into the sky.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So you have to think outside of this physical realm.
Mm-hmm. Because you're never here. Like that's the whole trick about, you know, people trying to leave the physical realm and never come back. Like Dorothy, you never left Kansas.
Your perspective changed.
Mm-hmm. You decided to diminish your capacity, and now you're identifying with the dirt. Like, what is you? That's the whole thing.
Are you the tree or the dirt?
And you get to choose.
Right, I see. If you don't allow yourself to grow, then you're always gonna be the fucking dirt. You're always gonna be stuck in this physical world.
Dude, like I was saying last time, like the ego isn't something that's hurting you. It's the pen that you use to write out every agreement that you make. You know, if you write out your agreement and say, "Yeah, I'm this thing that's caught up in the dirt," ego's not gonna stop you. Most certainly not.
It serves you. Like, oh, you can go. All right, bet we in the dirt. Everybody, we dirt.
Y'all want to agree to be dirt? Cool. I ain't gonna stop you, bro. Do your thing. But then, like, once you turn around and start to make the decision, hey, I'm not this dirt. That's when the ego come along. Well, hold on, you wrote this right here. Or what about this over here? Are you sure you? Oh, so you saying that? But look at this real quick. That's when you get to the ego. Once you get to a place where you can actually start to let some of the dirt go, well, then you gotta use that pen and go back through these agreements and make new ones.
Right.
And see, by the time you get to realizing you're using the pen properly, you can upgrade your pen. Sure, you can get a nice fancy one, you know, or a special pen for writing this and a special pen for writing that. Hell, you can even jump on the typewriter. Fuck you talking about?
It's about being about your father's work. Look, I'm about to show this shit real quick. I found a picture of the fucking the fractal pyramid, and then I'm gonna show that picture of Jesus and God again, cause you motherfuckers just be looking at shit, don't know what the fuck you're looking at, running away from shit. Shut the fuck up. Here we go. I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna go like that. Boom. Damn. I wish it could be bigger. Here, I can do this. Right here, live on screen. Fuck you talking about? No, nigga, don't do that. No, nigga, don't do that. Yeah, do that. Here, I'm gonna make it a little bigger. While you can see my face. Check it. Fractal pyramid. Okay? The physical world is one fucking thing. This structure. I'm gonna point it here. Yep. No, I gotta point over here. There we go. This structure is one thing in a whole. You're zoomed in onto a piece of it, into a little part in the middle. Okay? The physical world is this fractal pyramid for all intents and purposes. The non-physical world is the air inside of it because it's shaped in the opposite direction, although it's equally illusionary. Why is it equally illusionary? Because it's formed to this form. That's the issue. That's why I'm going to introduce you to the non-physical, only so you can get rid of the physical and do the rest of the work. Because what about the air that's like 3 miles above this pyramid? Let's say you got the top of the pyramid, it peaks. What about the air that's not conditioned to the pyramid? That's a whole different manner of air. It's a whole different density. It's a whole different quality. And so I'm trying to get motherfuckers out of the pyramid because every fucking piece of the pyramid is the same. It may look like there's different pyramids. It may look like, okay, look at the top. Look, you got shit up here. Look like, oh, this is one little pyramid. But really, that one pyramid is one big pyramid. And really, that pyramid is one big pyramid. I said that shit before. All this shit in the physical world is illusionary. None of it's its own thing. The physical body ain't its own thing. It's made of trillions of cells. The cells aren't their own thing. They're made of trillions of molecules. The molecules aren't their own thing. They're made of trillions of atoms. You can go down to your little subatomic quantum bullshit, which isn't spiritual. It's not spiritual. It's the extension of the physical world. You've just extended your view down to look at smaller little pyramids. Once I find the smallest pyramid here, I'm gonna find it. No, fuckface. It's infinitely divisible. You're not going to find a smallest or largest. None of the pyramids are their own thing. It's the pattern. It's the pattern that is the image. Not the result, not the creation itself. Not the created. Fuck out of here. All right, anyway. Yo, that was the fractal pyramid. That is the nature of the physical realm. Similar to an onion, continuous layers. Yeah, it's like an onion. It's like a toroidal onion. Because the only reason I wouldn't say onion is because onion, my conception of it is limited to 3 dimensions. So it's probably not that you're saying it wrong, but when I think of an onion, I'm thinking of a sphere. But a torus is a 4th dimensional sphere. But it's the fractal pattern. All right, this is your holographic image. All right, in a hologram, every piece is a copy of the same piece. Okay, this is what you're talking about. Because then the physical body is part of the planet. And the planet is part of the solar system. The solar system is part of the galaxy. And the galaxy is part of a larger collection of galaxies. None of these things in the physical world are their own thing. This is why it's not go within don't mean go within cells, go within melanin, go within kundalini oil. It don't mean go within none of these physical things, because none of these things are their self. They're the appearance of a thing. They're the appearance of a thing. Fuck. Look, I'm going back to that picture of Jesus, okay? I'm going back to that picture of Jesus because you niggas didn't look at it proper. You didn't look at it proper. I know you didn't look at it proper. I know you didn't. Hold on. I'm going back to this picture. I'm going back to this fucking picture. Where was it? Where was it? There we go. There we go. Be about your fucking father's work. Be about your father's work. It's like running in Zelda and seeing the same board over and over. Yeah, it repeats itself. It loops back on itself. Hell yeah, Dawson. It loops back on itself. Look, check me out. Okay. I said mine is a 3-fold pattern. Look on God's head. You got the triune triangle. 1 is 3. 3 saves 1 from itself. Otherwise, it would be inert and it would be inert and infinite as 0 is. Okay. God the Father, which is 1, is the Son. He is the 3rd aspect. Christ is the only begotten Son, but to beget is a masculine term. That means there's an aspect that's doing the conceiving. That's the Holy Spirit. Let me fucking fuck this shit, man. Let me disattach this. If I take that off, shouldn't I be able to move this? Why can't I move it? Oh, because this is locked. Boom. All right. Here, let me do this. Boom. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I wonder if niggas can see the mouse when I got the mouse on. All right. Anyways, check this picture. All right. Check the picture. Because motherfuckers just look at the picture and think, oh, I get all the symbolism. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Fuck out of here. Yes, Cass, it's like a snake eating its tail, the Ouroboros. It's the same thing over and over and over. It is in the shape of a torus. Correct. It's in the shape of it's toroidal. Anyway, check the picture. Check the picture. All right. God doesn't give the sun. He is the sun. All right. Osiris is Horus. It's not different entities. Like I was telling you, how these motherfuckers will grow and develop. They're not different entities. Horus is the aspect of Osiris that rebuilds the kingdom after Osiris is dead. He's not a different entity. Christ and the God the Father are not different entities. God does not give the Son. He gives the world that he so loved. What's in his hand? What's in his hand? The world that he so loved. That's what he gives to Christ. Why? So Christ can die to it and rise. What's Christ got there? He got the cross. What's the cross? 4. 1 is God the Father. 2, the Holy Spirit. 3, Christ. I'm not saying these are people that lived on the planet. Boy, you missed it if that's what you heard. Fuck out of here. They're talking the same shit the rest of these pantheons are talking about, but niggas is running so fast that I'm not a Christian no more. You didn't even read the Bible. You didn't even go for comprehension. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Christ, 3, has to die on the cross to 4 to rise. 4 is a 5 is a trans-dimensional quantity. The qualities of the quantity 5 are trans-dimensional. Like you have a flat plane, all right? 4 corners, a square, a flat plane. To rise from it. Risen Christ. Come on. Y'all motherfuckers sitting out here making fun of Christians. Don't even get the story. Just, you really believe that about God? I don't get how anybody believes that. Shut the fuck up. You niggas is dead as the dead niggas. You dead as the dead niggas, because you don't get none of this shit. Fuck out of here. God don't give the Son, he is the Son. God gives the world that he so loved that the Son might die to it. It continues the process. Lucifer was supposed to fall. Adam was supposed to fall so that Christ could fall and rise. But stop. And all the work been done. This is what I'm talking about, the middle path. I'm not going back to doing the middle path. The middle path been done. The middle path been done. Fuck out of here. Be about your Father's work. Smooth Shaddai. What's up, y'all? What's going on, sir? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Nice to see you in there, man. Boy, you done missed most of the show. It's okay. You can catch the recap. It's okay. You can catch the recap. Coffee's nice and warm now, too. Shit, cold coffee is shit, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. Anyways, look at the light. Look at the light. How to raise the light set up in 2. The Holy Spirit is the 2 part, the conceiving part, the feminine part. Okay? Now you don't have masculine and feminine at 0. Okay? How does God create the world? By being the Most High. Having a high creates a low. It invokes a low immediately. Immediately. You can't have a high without a low. Oh, I'm above all this stuff. That means you below what's below you. As above, so below. Correspondence. This is what it's talking about. Duality. As soon as you make a highest, there's a lowest. Period. It's not some spooky fuck magic. You motherfuckers don't get how to think. That's your issue. It's not what you're thinking. It's how you think about the shit. Be about your Father's work. Be about your Father's work. We talking great father, great mother, great child. Be about your Father's work. Fuck you mean? It's not about going back to source. Nigga, you are source. Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. Fuck out of here, man. That's your issue. Oh, but I gotta be my mama and my daddy's parent. Physically, yeah, sure. Okay, cool. What is you? What is you? Be about your Father's work. The seed that falls from the tree does not go back up the trunk. The middle path is redundant. Die to the world, shed that flesh that is for the world, and go within. Not within the flesh. The flesh dies. The flesh is part of the earth. It's the penance for the earth. Give unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Give unto Caesar what is Caesar's. The flesh is for the things of the earth. That fruit fall, hit the ground, all the nasty little bugs, little things out in the woods come and eat the fruit. That's for the earth. That's for the creatures of the earth. What you are essentially has a whole different thing to do. And it's going to be intimately connected with the earth. Intimately connected. So much so that if you don't know no better, you'll think you're part of the earth. Well, stop. Earth ain't the planet. It's the whole physical realm. It's the whole multiverse of space-time continuums. Fuck out of here. Don't do that. You're okay. You're good. Chill. Compassion. 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 Look at the picture. The symbolism be there, bruh. 3 is intimately connected to 4. Space and time. That's why the non-physical is time-space. Time and space define one another. Jesus holding on to that cross. He got to die to it to rise above it. Christ saves the Father. You say you got to save yourself. This is how you save yourself. Be about your Father's work. Fuck out of here, man. I'm not telling you be a Christian. I'm telling you ain't get that shit. You running so goddamn fast you can't fucking see it. Let's stop. Let me stop right there. I got it. That's cool. It's cool. Lock this one. Boom. I'm back to it. Mind. The threefold pattern. The interesting thing about the threefold pattern, just like we saw with the fractal pyramid, it's just like 1 is 3. 3 is also 6 and 9. Okay? But in order to do 6 and 9, you got to agree to 4, 5, 7, and 8. All right? This is the whole work. It's a non-physical work because the physical realm don't come around till 10th, 11th, and 12th dimension. The physical world is not the third dimension. It's experienced 3-dimensionally. If the work's been done, Christ was 3, dying to 4 to become 5. You're equal to Christ, the great child. Remember, great father, great mother, great child. You're equal to Christ. Period. You're already 5th dimensional at best. At the least, excuse me. Had to snap with it. At the least, you're 5th dimensional. Playing 3D. But stop. This place is real, but it's not what it appears to be. Missing the forest for the trees. Yeah, missing the forest for the trees. Well, this is how it goes. It's like, because you can miss the trees for the forest too. It's about whichever one you're thinking about. You can be so completely engrossed in the idea of a forest that anytime you see a tree, you think forest. All right, you've missed the trees for the forest, or you could be so caught up in the individual trees that you can't see the forest. Okay, you've missed the forest for the trees. So it depends on which way you're coming from. That's how it's gonna go. Yeah. Talk that sass just like Instagram Live, my nigga. Talk that sass. Boy, this ain't no sass. Hey, man, we ain't doing no sassy stuff, man. I'm not here for the sass. I'm not here to sass you. I'm going to slay your ass. I'm not here to sass you. Y'all keep that sassy stuff, bro. Me out here breaking my wrist, man. We putting the man back in manifestation. Fuck all that shit. Daddy's home. Daddy ain't here for the sass. Fuck that shit. No sassy spirituality for me. Motherfuckers be killing me with that shit. That shit's funny. I'm not sure who T Fowler is though. It's cool, man. Hey, man, you here for the shitty energy, bro. It's kind of like how my Instagram lives used to be. It is kind of like how my Instagram lives used to be. What y'all talking about that sass, man? It's not gonna talk no sass. I ain't talking about sass, bro. Anyway. That's a good lead into this next segment. Because I guarantee you, bro, motherfuckers ain't talking about the shit I'm talking about. They not. They gonna paint you, tell you the gods. They paint their audience. Oh, you the gods. You can do it. Motivation. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck y'all. Human is a lie. That's the shit. Human is a fucking lie. Not Homo sapien. I can say Homo sapien. If I want to say Homo sapien is a lie, I'd say like I just did 3 times, Homo sapien is a lie. That's not the case. Homo sapien is real. Human is a lie. Human is a goddamn lie. Man, listen to the fucking segment.
I'm not a big Panic fan. Okay, let me take that back. I was watching Panic for a little bit, but I was on Panic for I would say 6 months. After 6 months, I was like, nigga, you talk too much. You gotta shut the fuck up. Get to your point. Damn. I couldn't do it. I love him. He's so informative. But he just talk. I'm like, nigga, you live in the past. Come to the present. What the fuck? Anyway.
No, that's something I be telling people. Look, Bobby Hemmett talked 20 years ago. Panic, most of the stuff you hear from Panic was almost 10 years ago. That's the old stuff. And the people who are finding it now and getting excited, okay, they're part of the masses and don't even realize it. You know, they may be the cutting edge of the masses, but they're still the masses. That shit is old. There's a whole new order of things going on. Bobby Hemmett said this shit is over 20 years ago. This is a whole new order. And niggas ain't caught up on what the new order is because they spending all their time trying to wake up dead niggas.
Okay, so for example, for me, it's funny when you said that because, I had joined, this spiritual group. And it was really good and all of this stuff. But I was like, yo, do we do more than this? And she was like, more than what? I was like, okay, I know we do spells, I know we do rituals, but do we do anything outside of spells and ritual? Because I feel like spells and rituals, it's not enough.
Yes.
So then she started talking to me, then she started talking about, breaking down the physical world and all that other stuff. But for some reason, it just wasn't clicking and it wasn't resonating with me. I just was just it wasn't enough.
It sounds like it felt like Christian religion all over again.
It probably was. It was. And she did come from a Christian background. Anyway, so now that I'm sitting here talking to you, I'm like, yo, we don't talk about none of this type shit in my group.
None of it. Nobody is talking about this shit.
Right, not even a fraction. Like she says, go into your imagination space and stuff. But it's like there's no framework.
It's all from a premises of human. Like that's what I'm usually
Yeah.
getting on people about is their premises of thinking. Is that the things that they're designing, that they're building, are on the premises of the idea that what you are is human, and that's a subtle agreement that just gets skipped over. But there's a lot in that contract.
Right.
It's like if I signed you up for a contract and say, okay, you agree to be a Zubalazar for the rest of your life, and you're like, nigga, I don't even know what that is. That's cool. That sounds fine. That sounds easily. But as soon as you look at the fine print of that contract, there's a whole bunch of shit you just agreed to.
Right.
Like when you agree with that yourself is human, there's a lot of things you agree to in how you frame what yourself is.
Right.
It's a lot of shit in that. That's why I say human is the lie.
Yeah, bro. No one else is talking about this stuff, and it's not because I'm spectacular. Even though I'm immaculate, I'm extraordinary. It's not about me. It's about the fact that no one is talking about the shit. Motherfuckers say, "What is self?" They don't even say what is self. They just say, "Go within." You can do it. It's all about you. You and this, you and that, you and this, you and that. What the fuck is you? What is you? Go ahead. Go back to spooky infinite nothingness. But there's nothing there. There's nothing to hold on to. There's no significance to that. You could have just said God. Fuck out of here, man. The devil's in the details. And you motherfuckers got to be about the details of the work. I can give you the question and the answer. The question and the answer are easy. You can copy that off of somebody else's paper. You need to be able to show your fucking work. Not to me. Ain't no me. I'm nobody. Show your work to you. If you don't know how you won, you didn't win. If you don't know how you won, you didn't win. Human is the lie, not Homo sapien. The physical world is real. Illusion does not mean it's fake. It means it's not what it appears to be. Oh. Good morning, Leah. Better late than never. Better late than never. See, look, if you just popped in, you missed your whole debut. That's Leah, y'all. It's cool, though. It's cool. Don't worry, you can catch the recap. Brother Thunder, exactly. I feel the same way about the brother. Oh, okay, I guess you're talking about Panic. Look, man, I ain't got nothing against Panic. I came up on Panic. Well, I started out with Phil Valentine. I dipped into Bobby Hemmett. I was like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? He knows what he's talking about, but I don't really get what this nigga talking about. So I was just like, nah, I'm going to put that to the side for a minute. I got into Panic for a while. I was on Panic stuff maybe a year or two because I was re-listening to it. I was re-listening to him. I was re-listening to Phil Valentine. And that's when I eventually got into figuring, okay, I need to be listening to Bobby, not to do what he says or to think it how he thinks. I need to see who he is so I can see through that to see what he's trying to say. Because that's what I originally realized I had to do when I was listening with Panic. Because Phil Valentine is very concise. He'll write out what the fuck he gonna talk to you about before he had that conversation with you. And then he'll go off of that. Panic, like Bobby, will just come right outside the neck. Just go boom. I got something to say. And I can do it too. It's not. I'm not saying. I'm not clowning the nigga for that. But it's in order to really get what the motherfucker is conveying, you have to get how that motherfucker conveys, so that you can see beyond it. So you can see what the motherfucker is not saying in saying what they're saying. Because what a motherfucker didn't say is more important than what they said. Fuck out of here. I'll get you on that, boy. What a motherfucker didn't say is more important than what they said. How a motherfucker says. Not what you think, it's how you think. That's the fucking issue. Nothing is really over for me. I'm always in search, at least while here. Hey, man, keep searching. But I'm telling you, ain't nobody else talking about this shit. Ain't nobody else telling you when you say go within, it ain't got shit to do with fucking cells. Melanin. Fucking special meat bag crown. Get the fuck out of here. Your brain is very complex. I'll give you that. It ain't the thing. It's another piece of the meat bag. what is you? If you're going to do the go within, what is you? Because look, if the answer to that question is, once again, some spooky infinite fuck thing, how do you go within that? See, I'm talking about the fruit falling from the tree and shedding the flesh, go within the seed. The work is to turn the light of awareness back on itself. That I and I am. See, once you got to am, it's already too late. You've committed to something. You're ready. You're going to fall into something. The I. You got to go back into that. You got to turn the light of awareness on itself. You have to be about your Father's work. Rebuild the fucking kingdom. Rebuild the fucking kingdom. Yeah, right on time, Aaliyah. Right fucking on time, right? Be about your Father's fucking work. Because I'm not telling you nothing Panic or Bobby ain't told you or Phil Valentine ain't told you. I'm going to say it in a whole different way. Because look, this is my last thing about Panic. Panic shit is for dead niggas. That's not an insult. This is what I mean. The scope of who he's talking to, he's talking to you about dead niggas. But see, this is my thing. Like, and he'll probably say that shit too. Dead niggas is on it. Dead niggas is doing the work. You need to be studying them. I don't care if you don't think Jesus was a real motherfucker. Oh, Aunt Shirley in the front row with that big ass hat on the church, to the degree to which she believe that shit, she on point. What the fuck do you believe? Everybody's right, so you don't believe anything. A motherfucker that don't stand for anything will fall for motherfucker that stands for nothing will fall for anything. There we go. What the fuck do you stand for? Because if you can stand for it, let's see the integrity on that shit. Show your fucking work. Not just the shit that make you feel good to say. Fuck out of here. They're talking to dead niggas, man. Let the dead lie with the dead. Them niggas are supposed to be dead. When the butterfly come out the cocoon, it don't go to the cocoon and make fun of it for not being a butterfly. It's supposed to die away. Its whole point of existing is to die. Fuck out of here. Let the dead lie with the dead. Stop trying to convince Christians because you ain't convinced. Because I'm telling you, them niggas are on it. When Aunt Shirley up there hit the ground, start twitching her wig, her hat coming off, she in it. She in it. When the fuck you in it like that? That's your problem. You too busy playing spooky human. Spooky self-righteous high road human. Oh, that's beneath me. Look at that beneath me. Fuck that. You niggas ain't talking metaphysics if you will not debate. If you don't have anything to debate about because everybody's right, you're not talking any kind of science. You can't be. You literally can't be. The only way you can be, here we go. The only way you can be a scientist with that shit is if you scoop all the meaning out of scientists and wear it as a hollow badge. Fuck out of here. Just like I was saying, everybody's beautiful. You take all the meaning out of beauty and then wear it as a hollow badge. No, this ain't about that. Be about your Father's work. What is you? Go within. The directive has always been to go within. But what is you? Because if you think you was the meat bag, you gonna go within some type of cells, some type of melanin kundalini cell oil, in the cerebrum of the pineal spinal cord. Fuck out of here, man. You niggas is dumb. And it's not that you're dumb because something is wrong with you. You're dumb because you're impressed with yourself for being smarter in this shit than dead niggas. Dead niggas didn't come to race. You moving faster than the niggas in the audience and you impressed with yourself because you're moving faster than the audience, nigga. You supposed to be racing. You supposed to be nigga out here on the track, on the NASCAR track. Oh, look at me going faster than the audience. I must be real shit, huh? No. You here to race. Motherfucker got down to the racetrack, saw that the start and the finish line was the same place, so now this motherfucker think, well, I ain't got to go anywhere. I've already won the race. No. Do the work. Do the work. That shit where everybody's ultimately right, that only applies to dead niggas. That only applies to dead niggas, because they ain't got no skin in the game. Fuck out of here. They ain't got no skin in the game. You here to do the work? That's what you're doing? Then do it. Do it. It says to go within, not to go together. Go within, not to go together. Fuck out of here. Go within. Run this race. See, I done overlapped your motherfucking ass 5 times, and you think because we standing next to each other, we at the same place. But stop. But stop. Be about your father's work. Motherfuckers so quick to get away from goddamn religion, talk about you left-hand path. No the fuck y'all motherfuckers not. No the fuck y'all motherfuckers not, man. Fuck. Self-deification is the left-hand proper. The rest of this shit is leftish. It's leftish. And look, don't be lukewarm. Like, go all the fucking way. Let's continue the conversation. Let's continue the conversation, because everybody's right. What everybody say is right. Ain't no conversation to have. It's a big ass fucking spiritual circle jerk. Oh, nigga, you right. Hey, nigga, you right. Oh, man. Hey, bro, I'm right too. No. You motherfuckers agree with anything if it sounds spooky and it make your heart chakra thump. The fuck out of here. Oh, it resonates with me. Fuck out of here. Go within. Go within. What is you? Self-deification. See, motherfuckers done forgot about the fucking left-hand path and forgot about what the fuck darkness is. The darkness is subtle. The darkness is subtle. Fuck me, man. Look, I'm gonna hit y'all with this last segment. I might have shown it to you before. It's number 5 of the brand story. The subtlety of darkness. Look, after I got to the point where I realized all the studying I was doing was for naught, because I didn't comprehend what self was. And I stopped everything I was doing. I stopped all the books. I stopped my meditations. I dismantled the altar I had. I was like, fuck this right now. I don't get the self part. That's when I started doing the work. See, I came into this shit from metaphysics. I had been an atheist for almost a decade and a half. So when I hit this shit, it wasn't about some spooky religious spiritual shit to me. It was, okay, there's a framework here. This is why I got into this is why I came from metaphysics. And so I scrapped that shit. And I was like, I'm going to basics. 0. I'm going to start right there. Metaphysics. I figured out what the fuck self was. I reframed that shit. But then when I came back and said, okay, let me check out this spiritual shit again. Let me go back to this occult shit. You know, I've challenged myself where I was wrong. You know, I let go of the old shit. Came back, had the new shit. Gerald, hello, sir. How are you doing? Welcome, Gerald. Gerald, how are you doing, Gerald? Yeah, anyway, when I came back to see the left-hand path shit, man, with the new eyes that I had, that's how it looked. What I found was a mess. The left-hand path had become limp and oddly conventional. Now, I saw others who seemed to have seen and done things, something off. Now, I'm going to sidetrack a bit, because all along my journey in the occult, I studied law. Not law school kind of law, that's procedure of law. I'm talking about philosophy of law, maxims of law, jurisdiction and jurisprudence, authority, sovereignty, contract. I learned how to tell when someone doesn't know what they're talking about, because I had to learn how to make sure I knew what I was talking about. And even when I lived in Mexico and had to get a hold on Spanish, that was the first time life taught me that I didn't really know English as well as I thought I had. Studying law put a nail in that coffin. When I got in there, I realized I never actually knew English. I spent most of my life babbling with other slaves who had been taught slave language. So I had to learn for real. And once I did, my entire comprehension of the subject changed. And that's the same thing that happened with the occult. The occult in general taught me that I didn't know. Metaphysics on the left-hand path taught me that I didn't have a hold on self. So I got one. And this is where I saw what was wrong. They had missed the subtlety of darkness. It had been all but forgotten. I say but forgotten because, well, I'm here. The subtlety of darkness. New Age doctrine with subtle human agreements was given a dark spin or angle. Saying the word shadow, chaos, or subconscious mind was enough to qualify as left-hand path. In fact, darkness amounted to simply a negative portrayal, and it lost its context with the absence of light, or as the precursor of light, in fact. Shadow work had become popular with not only the mainstream, but the occultists as well now, both dragging along, once again, subtle agreements to humanity. Most of them I got in the habit of calling left-hand light workers. Now, the panic pretenders, this was a whole nother class on its own. They'd taken the information they gained from panic, peeked into the door, and assumed that was the work. Took on the aesthetic of panic. If I act like panic, I've done it. If I say the things panic has said, I've done it. But then if you question them, it was always the same response. All things are one thing. And then they just call you Hotep. It was a whole new religion these niggas have made up. They've also decided that debating is now off the table. You're not going to exchange the ideas anymore. And you know what? Not needing to debate is great to open the door. You know, faking it till you make it is great to open the door. But the point of the work isn't just to open the door. You gotta go in. You gotta go inside the door. They had missed the subtlety of darkness. Their defenses of their ideas were to repeat New Age axioms. Stuff that the mainstream parades around. I'm all things. Everything is one. I'm everything. Self-deification had been diminished to concepts of being superhuman, as if being a stronger character is the solution to getting out of a game you shouldn't have been playing to begin with. What were once pillars of metaphysical knowledge were now hollow affirmations to human personalities. The old dichotomous framework from religion that people tried to get away from with God and the devil had been replaced with higher and lower self, or conscious and subconscious mind. Just like philosophy of mind, which was becoming more and more materialistic by conflating the brain to be the mind, occultists were doing it now too. And quantum physics was creeping in along all those little New Age axioms. It's the same fallacy of being superhuman. It's a deeper agreement to the physical world. Of course the physical world is a hologram. It's an illusion. Now what part of the hologram isn't an illusion? Tell me the nature of that. It's more than just being surprised that you're not your body anymore. That's basic. And I would constantly hear things like, all things are energy. All is mind. Everything is light. What do all of those have in common? They all make the claim that all things are one thing, then make the error of naming that one thing, and then their attention is redirected to the name and understanding the name and overlooking the nature of one itself. They throw the metaphysics right out the window before they even examine it. It's subtlety. Subtlety. The subtlety of self doesn't concern itself with what others think of you or just the emotional response you may have, be it positive or negative. The subtlety of self will judge you by why you had whatever response. That's the purity of heart thing. The places in yourself where you can admit to not knowing is where the parts of you that know will place the knowledge you're to learn. It seems like some people got so caught up in detaching from the weight of the opinions of others or their emotional trauma. They got so caught up in being able to say, I don't have to listen to you. Whatever you're saying is wrong because I don't already agree with it. I make my own world. They got so caught up in the pride. I know I've tasted it too. But I had to be honest with myself. Especially when I would snap. Especially when I felt like I was being attacked. I had to be honest with myself. No one else was obligated to. All these affirmations floating around, making sure your human personality feels comfortable. That's not the left-hand path. I'm not saying you gotta feel like shit your entire life. Most certainly you don't. What do you think you is? When you're saying this happened to me, that happened to me, what is me? What is me in all of that? Oh, we're gonna go back to saying, oh, it's everything. I'm everything. No, there's no detail in that. The devil's in the details. There's no detail in that. It's hollow. It sounds like something a Christian would say. God is love and God is in me, so I'm everything because God is everything and God is love. No one seems to have any capacity anymore to navigate controversy. More especially not outside themselves. They just want to, oh, no, I'm my own universe. Nothing affects me. I'm good. Just run away from anything they don't actually like without even examining what's got them running in the first place.
I'm gonna talk about this now. I'm gonna talk about this right fucking now. Yup. Because I'm triggered. Do you know who the fuck this is? Do you know who the fuck this is? Yo, somebody in chat, tell me who the fuck this is. Do you know who the fuck this is? I know there's a 20-second delay. Do you know who the fuck that is? This. Here you go. Do you know who the fuck that is? Because I'm look, as I do on social media. Just scan, look and see what people have. Motherfucker talking about that is the 72 demons. The 72 demons are the fucking gyno-asia. Put that shit down. Who the fuck is this? Y'all know who the fuck this is? Because I tell you what, it ain't the 72 demons of the fucking gyno-asia. It ain't the 72 conspirators of Set. Fuck out of here, man. Technically, it's Vishnu. More specifically, though. Technically, I'll give you the technicality. I'll give you the technical point. Technically, it's Vishnu. But then, at that same level of analysis, bro, technically, once again, a little bit closer, Krishna. Technically. Here, I'll tell you. Because if those two motherfuckers didn't get it, I guarantee there's nobody else in here who knows what this is. This motherfucker is Vishwa Rupa. No, Zohar, it's not Shiva. Look, you see, is it my left or your right? Look, you see the motherfucker with the moon on his head right next to the central face. That's Shiva. This, however, this being is Vishwa Rupa. Okay? Krishna reveals the deeper aspect of Vishnu as a supreme being. 1.2, you see his follower down there at the bottom. That was during the war. Bro got the arrows on his back. He's clad in his warrior armor. Okay? It was during a war, near the end of Krishna's life. And he reveals himself to his devotee, okay, as Vishwa Rupa, the supreme being. This is more than Vishnu. Like Vishnu, it's like if you're talking about Christ before he even dies to the world. All right, that's kind of Vishnu-ish. All right, Krishna is almost like Christ living in the world. This motherfucker is the risen form, like me in my full supremacy. Okay, this is Vishnu Rupa. This is not the 72 demons of fucking the gyno-asia. Stop sitting here trying to correspond bullshit to bullshit. Like, nigga, stop. Y'all motherfuckers are treating it objectively. You want to find a one-to-one correlation somewhere. Rocky and her aspects. You see, look. The rest of Rocky, yeah. Once you rebuilt the tree, yeah. I'll give you that. I gotta point this way because the camera's flipped. Who gives a fuck? Look, for Rocky and her aspects, yes. To the degree to which Rocky is the whole damn tree, and by the time you're looking at the whole damn tree, see, look, if you're talking Rocky, you're talking Vishnu. Okay, you're talking Rocky, you're talking Vishnu. But Vishnu is Vishwa Rupa. But only from the perspective that other gods exist. Okay, if you're talking just Vishnu, then all you got is Shiva, Brahma, and Devi.
So there isn't all these other deities. But to the respect that you've taken the element of Vishnu and unfolded it, okay, unfolded it to where all these other deities now exist, and then you add them to that central essential self. Once you add them back up together as one being, you got Vishwa Rupa, okay? So it's not just Vishnu and it's not just Krishna. It's a continuation of the two, okay? Every fucking pantheon is a map. It's a map of the self as a whole thing. All right, it's the metaphysical framework, the psycho-spiritual framework of a collection of people. All right, so you don't want to sit here and correspond all these things one to one, which is what you niggas do. Fucking pretenders. This is what you niggas do. Oh, this is simply that. This is simply that. This is simply that. No, it's not. No, it's not. If I take the liver out of this body and I need a new one, oh, look at that. That cat over there has a liver. It's a liver, it's a liver. It must be the same thing. No. No. The devil's in the details. You motherfuckers are so quick to feel like you the motherfucker who got the shit. Who's that at the bottom? That's his devotee. During the war, they was in the chariot. Bro, he was feeling a little wooshy, little shaky in his devotion, in his understanding. And so Krishna, who was an incarnation of Vishnu, showed this motherfucker, look, bro, I'm the whole damn thing. Fuck you talking about? And the expression of that whole damn thing is Vishwa Rupa. Vishwa Rupa, okay? It's not the 72 conspirators set. It's not the fucking Gyno-Asia. Y'all motherfuckers love to go Asia. Oh, look how spooky it is. Like, you motherfuckers are dumb. You're dumb. You think, okay, I'm going to run away from Christianity and religion, so where you go? Demons. Let's stop. I'm going to leave the house and you just end up in the front yard. Get the fuck out of here. You niggas are basic, typical. I'm going to work with demons. Oh, I'm a witch. Oh. You motherfuckers are conventionally unconventional. You are conventionally unconventional. You're only unconventional in a conventional sense. You have a ceiling on your understanding. It's human. Human is the lie. Stop decoding movies and television. Stop. Because you don't get the premises. You're thinking too hard. Here, look, here. This is the premises. Every one of them. All the movies you decode, all the TV shows you decode. The premises of thinking is human. You skip right over it. You motherfuckers, all things are one thing. Oh, all is mind. Oh, and you start talking about mind. You skip over it. All things are one thing. I don't care what you call it, one thing. Everything is energy. Everything is love. Everything is light. Everything is mind. I don't give a damn what the name is. Fuck the name. What does that imply? What is the subtlety behind that? All things are one thing. What's the nature of that agreement? Come. You motherfuckers are so quick to be, oh, this is simply that. This is simply this. This is simply that. Fuck off. You missed it. Why people say it was a 72 Goetia demon? Because motherfuckers try to correspond whatever the fuck they think, so they don't do no goddamn research and be like, oh, this is simply that. This is simply that. Oh, look at me. I'm the new spiritual guy. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're the walking dead. Fuck out of here. Is that Arjuna? There you go, Arjuna. I'm pretty sure that was this motherfucker's name. I don't remember, like, it's hard to remember the fucking Indian names. I'm not even gonna lie. That's why I don't give y'all the names of shit. Like, I try not to, like, okay, it's a deity, I'll give you the name. But like with the Kabbalah, I'm not gonna give you the name of all the Sephiroth. I'll tell you Malkuth, because everybody know Malkuth. I'm not giving you the names of the Sephiroth. Why? Because I don't care what the individual units are. My emphasis is the dynamics between them. The connections between them. Like when I say a threefold pattern, I only say a threefold pattern because what I'm talking about is the dynamics of the unity, the units involved in that unity. One thing is all thing. It's a one-fold pattern. It's a unity with one unit. Zero is a unity with 0 units. Mind, the threefold pattern is a unity with 3 units. So it's not the fact that there are units. It's the dynamic of their relationship. It's not this one-to-one correspondence with everything. Each pantheon corresponds to itself. It's a map of the same thing made by a different person. Motherfuckers quick to try and correspond some shit to feel good. That ain't how this work. If I take this liver out, what's on this side? If I take this fucking liver out, I can't just go get a liver from a camel. But it's a liver, and it's a different fucking pantheon. Yes, okay, understanding how livers are similar in different animals, okay, that'll help you understand livers. But I don't mean you just interchange them. Because the way the relationship and the dynamic, let's say a stomach, like a cow. Cow got 3 stomachs. The way stomachs work in that motherfucker is different from me. Yes, there are similarities, but the devil's in the fucking details. Motherfuckers are quick to be, hey, look at me. This is simply that. I can't stand you niggas. This is what I'm saying. The question and the answer are easy. What is the self? The whole damn thing. Okay, cool. What is being? All is mind. Okay, cool. Question and the answer are easy. What are the details? Show your work. And it don't mean tell me, I can't answer all your questions because I answer your questions, you won't learn anything. Nigga, y'all didn't answer one question. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Look, okay? Vishwa Rupa. Vishwa Rupa. Look at the details of these shits, man. Look at the details of these pantheons. Don't just get out here and try to tell niggas the new secret that you found out doing one meditation because it ain't even a fucking secret. Especially if you coming out the side of your neck on. How is the secret and you telling niggas? Shut up. Shut up. Y'all motherfuckers are living a lie. You're living a lie and you don't want to tell yourself because you feel so proud about the little personality you've created. You're living a lie. What is you? You're saying the same shit Christians say with different words. You're starving for divinity. And you've been hungry for so long, you don't know how to recognize it. If you can't answer with your new framework, what is reality at large, what is the self, and what is the continuity between the two, you need some guidance. Sitting out here talking about, oh, look at me, I do it all by myself. I'm out here doing it by myself. No, you don't. You don't do shit by yourself. You reading somebody's book, ain't by yourself. You watching somebody's video, ain't by yourself. It ain't by yourself. You don't do anything by yourself in this motherfucker. All this shit's connected. You connect to all the people. You work with all the people here. Because if you was doing it by yourself, and that's what you're talking about, your physical fucking life, then what do you think yourself is? Body and personality. Again, you motherfuckers don't get it. You get so caught up in the pride that you have behind this fucking personality and the meat bag attached to it. That's your issue. And you're going to sit there and your shit there, oh, this human stuff, it's easy to realize you're not human. It's the details, it's the conception that's hard. Then get some guidance. Quit sitting out here with your new spooky fucking books, telling them, oh, if I just got this new book, you read this book, this is the shit. The ignorance was so blissful that it hurt. Yes, that ignorance is bliss. It's blissful. It's blissful. It feels so fucking good. That's why I tell motherfuckers go back to Jesus. You know, in the Matrix, the dude Cypher. Boy, he wanted that juicy steak, boy. Some of y'all niggas just want the juicy steak. That's what you here for. You think this is a new way to get the juicier steak, and it's not. That ain't what this is about. This ain't some new way to be superhuman. That's still human. That's still human. Like, fuck, superhuman. Fuck out of here, man. It sounds like we want to deify the self in the proper perspective, or we end up deifying the human Brandon. Exactly. You have to start from the correct premises. Thank you, Dawson. I'll read it again. It sounds like we want to deify the self in the proper perspective, or we end up deifying the human / Brandon. Yes. Yes. You see, Brandon's body in the physical world is Homo sapien. Brandon is human. Brandon is human. It's something you're overlaying over the physical reality. And look, fuck the physical reality. Like, I'm not telling you you're going to get rid of it. You're not. It's part of what you are. You're the whole damn thing. It's the densest part. You're not getting rid of it. You got to turn the other way so that you can actually get a hold of that eye, your light of your awareness, and then turn that back on itself. Fuck, man. Fuck. We don't have steak. We have burnt hero cookies. Exactly. That's all you got to eat on this side. We ain't got the juicy steak. We got the burnt hero cookies with the minimal nutrition. Fuck that shit. Get off the high road, niggas. Hell yeah, you gotta love those burnt hero cookies. Delicious. That's all we got over here. Oh shit. Oh, this is what I was gonna ask. What's a Titan? What's the chaos beings? Niggas out here saying I'm a Titan, I'm a chaos being. I'm not even gonna deny it. Because you got two parts to a chaos being, the chaos and the being. What's a chaos being? What's a Titan? What's the difference between that and a god? If you're talking the density of the soul, primordial, the metaverse, not Mark Zuckerberg's idea of the metaverse. Mark Zuckerberg's idea of the metaverse ain't even the fucking metaverse. Web 3.0 at large is the metaverse. That shit's been around. Fuck out of here, man. Niggas is quick to get on what other niggas are doing. Primordial, the level of the soul. This is the realm of Titans. To the degree to which everything non-physical, all beings non-physical are deities, all beings primordial are Titans. You're not saying anything. You're not saying anything extravagant or new. Niggas are using it as a way to dress up their human lie, to make it more comfortable, palatable, and show it off to other dead niggas. Shut the fuck up. Nah, ain't no chocolate chips in the hero cookie. None. only raisins. Hey, you talking about? This shit is not delicious. It don't tickle. This ain't the new hot thing that's gonna make you feel good about your humanity. No. In the world, but not of it. The ego says one thing: let me go. Let me go. Talking about your ego. There ain't no ego death. The ego don't die. The fuck out of here. You let it go for a moment. Now you can see a little bit more because you're not holding on to the bullshit. Fuck out of here. Disgusting. Burnt oatmeal raisin cookies. Let me try one. Yup, boy. Get in there. Slay yourself. Take the thing that you want to believe the most. Hold it up and see if you can destroy it. Try your damnedest. And then catch yourself when you see yourself trying to slip up and lie about it. I'm telling you. Destroy what you want to believe. Destroy it. Because whatever's left, hold on to it. That's what you want to build something with integrity. Be about your father's work. You've fallen. Let the old shit go and rebuild. The only way you're going to get back to the heights that you were at is if you go through the process of unfolding, rebuilding, growing that fucking tree. That's how it gets back to the height it was. It don't go back. Just go back and be another seed back on the branch of the mother and return to the source. Fuck all. You missed the point of how this shit works. Ain't no go back to the mother. Fuck out of here. The same way the son is the father, the son is the mother. You ain't go nowhere. You never left Kansas, Dorothy. This ain't motivation. I have no idea what a Titan is. What's chaos magic? Well, like I said, Titans, primordial density of the self. Okay, all those different beings are Titans. Like, let's say, for instance, what can I give you? For instance, let's say if the conceptualization of the direct link between the generative aspect of the triple galactics of space, which would be called the Great Mother, and its connection to the Great Child, like the umbilical cord. That's a primordial being. It's a primordial density of existence. Okay, it's a Titan. But what the self is triune. It exists in all three densities. You never left Kansas, Dorothy. So the aspect of the self that is the soul, that's a Titan. Okay, so it's not something you have; it's something you are. What is chaos magic? Chaos magic it's another form of magic, okay? That's the first and foremost. Just like you can have blood magic, you can have death magic, you can have mucus magic. I don't know. Whatever fuck kind of magic you want. It's a qualifier, okay? So what's qualifying that magic is the idea of chaos. Chaos is order unrecognized, order is chaos unrecognized. Okay? They're not different things. They're different appearances, are different ways of looking at the same thing, okay? So with chaos magic, what you're doing is you are the order in the chaos. With magic that's generally based around order, you take chaos and you shift it into a different order, or you shift the order that's already in the underlying chaos, okay? With chaos magic, you become the order. In chaos theory, there's a thing called I think it's called a roving attractor. Anyways, like think about it like this. If you have a sphere, it has a center, okay? But in terms of chaos, that center is moving. There's an order to the movement of that center. So the center isn't central. It moves and it shifts. In chaos magic, you are that central, that roving center. But once again, what is you? Don't do it from the human perspective. Don't do it from the physical body. That's what's going to fuck you up. That's what's going to fuck you up. The premises of your agreements. What is you? That's what the fuck it is. And what's a god then? Like I said, a god are all the non-physical beings, okay? Like for instance, the archetypal god of all plants. All plants exist under, like what exists under it will be the archetype of vegetables, the archetype of bushes, the archetype of fruit, the archetype of moss. All of those exist under the archetype of plant. Okay? That archetype is an archangel arcing over. It's like an umbrella. It holds all the different things, or like the top of a container. That archetype is is a non-physical thing. Okay? In fact, the archetype for a rose is more rose than any rose that expresses physically. Okay? Any rose that expresses physically is an outward manifestation. It's made in the image of the thing. The actual image is that archetype. That's a non-physical. That's a god. I'll tell you right now, your personality is a deity. It's the first deity you created. But then what is you? Come on now. Come on now. Motherfuckers, man. I'm telling you. Primordial being, original characters is how I see it. Then side characters come into play. Yeah, it's the original essence of the self. All right, in terms of that great child, in terms of being multiplicital. Because you go from zero, in expressing the Trinity, all right, because it's already triune. It goes from no thing to everything to anything, okay? Because this is what I say about the one thing that's all things, okay? One is everything. It's the other side of no thing. Because you take no thing, infinite unexpressed potential. It's one thing. It's infinite unexpressed potential, but it's still one thing. And to the degree to which it's one thing, it's only that. There's no place that the one thing is, because that would be something other than the one thing. There's no thought it has. There's no desire it has. The only thing that there is other than the one thing is no thing. Nothing. There's nothing outside of the one thing. There's no thing outside of the one thing. That's it. That's the only thing that's outside of the one thing is everything. Within that one thing that's everything is the potential to be something else. That's that two part. All right. It's almost not even a thing in and of itself. It's a different kind of thing than the one thing that's all things. It's the potential to be something other than the one thing. The same way that zero was the potential for there to be anything. All right. So first you have zero, which is absolutely unexpressed infinite potential. Okay. It's no thing. Then you have one, which is everything. Okay. But once you have the potential to be something other than the one thing, which is two, which is illusion, then you can have three, which is the Son, which is Christ, which is the Savior. It saves one from itself. Because this is the first time you have being that's not simply 0, 1, or 2. Because those can't be being in and of themselves. Empty space, points, and lines cannot enclose the infinite potential. What's the first thing that can enclose infinite potential? The triangle, the shape. It's the Savior. It saves these defining patterns from themselves, from just being nothing. Okay? But that's simply creation. The created is something different. See, Christ, now you have the potential to be anything. But once you're something, the created, that's something different. That's the world that the Father so loved. That's the grace of God. That's time. Because without time, even if you had the space, there'd be no medium upon which creation could play itself out. It's simple shit, guys. It's simple shit. It's right there in front of your face. You don't need all the other spooky shit that motherfuckers do. It's not about your human personality. No one's talking about this, bro. I seen a motherfucker talking about some shit like, You know, he spent like an hour, a good hour, you know, saying, oh, my shit is different. My shit is different. I talked to you about this. I talked to you about that. We're going to do something no one's doing. And then he gets to the point where he asks himself the question on camera, well, what kind of things can you do with this? The most this nigga had was fasting and deep breathing. You niggas fasting, deep breathing, and sun gazing. That's the meat bag again. That's the meat bag. This ain't the thing. This ain't the point. You playing Super Mario, how do I stop playing Super Mario? I gotta make a stronger Mario character. Put the controller down. What is you? It's not spooky infinite oneness. Oneness is simply one thing. Oneness is one thing. Fuck. It's simple, y'all. It really is. It really can be. It can all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. Human is the lie. Human is the lie. The darkness is subtle. It is the subtle aspect behind this stuff. Be impeccable with your words and check your words, okay? Human is the lie. Now motherfuckers are conventionally unconventional. You're unconventional in conventional ways. Really because you motherfuckers want to be part of the mainstream. You want the mainstream to accept you so badly. You really do. Look at the gods. Look at their families. Look at the relationships they had with motherfuckers. It was not nice. It was chaotic. It was turbulent. But now you mad because you got human suffering. Childhood is some human ass shit. Look at nature for real. Don't nobody get no fucking childhood. What's this childhood shit? Oh, what happened with me when I was a child? If you only knew my story. What you? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That shit is supposed to be terrible. Suffering is essential. It don't tickle coming out the cocoon. It don't tickle coming out the egg. It don't tickle coming out the womb. It ain't supposed to. This ain't about reducing your suffering. You're going to suffer. You're going to suffer. Stop coming to try and find a new spooky way to motivate yourself and get wish fulfillment. This is about going within. What is self? No one else is talking about this. They're either trying to get you to go together or go within something else in the physical world. A quantum world is a deeper agreement to physical reality. Because all you're doing is opening up another idea from the physical world. Another symmetry of space-time. Fuck out of here. You're going to go deeper into atoms. Oh, look, I found another little thing. You can go deeper. You're just going deeper into that infinite fractal pyramid. It's one damn thing. What is you? What is the self? Y'all motherfuckers y'all love to show Baphomet. But you don't get the symbolism. Y'all tell me Jesus and God was wrong, but you don't get the symbolism. And not symbology. I hate niggas. Niggas constantly say symbology. They mix up symbolism and symbology. Symbology, the suffix ology, this is the study of symbol. So when you're studying symbol, that's symbology. Symbolism is going to be the use of it by a symbolist. Someone who uses symbols is symbolist. Suffixes. The suffix ism is a system of thought populated by ists. Capitalism is populated by capitalists. Feminism is populated by feminists. Racism is populated by racists. If you are talking symbolism, we're talking the use of it. The study of it is symbology. The details, niggas, you niggas have no nuance, and you're so quick to be like, hey guys, I get it. Let me show you on Instagram. Here's my post. If you know, you know. I hate you niggas. If you know, you know. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's just another way of saying, hey guys, let's go together. We're in a group. Who are my secret spirity friends? We're going to drop each other hints. That's how you know I know. So we're just going to sit here and just eat hints all day. You niggas can't go beyond hints and jokes about Christians. That's as far as you can go. Come on, open it up. I had one nigga, he got mad at me talking about he going to rap battle me. I'm like, nigga, what? That's what you think this is? Rap battle? That's going to show that you get this? Bruh, stop. Y'all motherfuckers can't show you work, and that's your issue. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to your goddamn self. And if you can't be honest with yourself, you can't see the truth about none of this other shit. You can't see the truth of the ultimate reality if you're not willing to look at the ugly truth about you and your lies to yourself. How you trying to fluff up your shit. How you trying to make yourself feel good and get your wishes fulfilled from a human personality perspective. You can't see the ultimate truths if you can't get past the truth about your own bullshit. Fuck out of here, man. Hell yeah, super friends ass niggas. Look at us, we're the superhumans. Together we're gonna raise the vibration. No, you're not. This place is perfect. Let the dead lie with the dead. But you can't. You know why? Because you secretly believe you one of them. You'll say, I'm not human, I'm chaos being. You'll say it, but you don't believe it. It's another motivation for you to feel good. It's another way for you to feel good about your bullshit. Human is the lie, and you love that lie. You love lying to yourself about how much you love the lie. It's not you. It ain't you. Human is the lie. Fuck. If you can't stop lying to yourself, because it's a difference between being confident and lying to yourself, okay? There's a difference. If you don't stop lying to yourself, you're not gonna see no ultimate realities. Real shit. You're just gonna be the new dead, the walking dead. Okay? Honesty is my religion. And yeah, man, heart of the child, man. Heart of a child. And that don't mean go play with, just be little kid. It means be open and as honest to your own ignorance. It's about your relationship with your own ignorance. If you are fluffing up your relationship to your own ignorance, you'll never move past it. Motherfuckers out here decoding the Christmas tree. Ugh. Spending their time trying to let dead niggas know that Baphomet ain't something to be scared about. But stop. Out here spiritually simping. Trying to show bitches what your new spiritual thing is that you say. But stop. Just say you want to get some pussy. Quit playing. Now motherfuckers don't get this shit. You ain't real about this shit. And it's for making you feel good because you don't want to admit how much you miss Jesus and what it gave you. The sense of community. That's why you motherfuckers is all out here trying to do this shit together. You miss your sense of community. You know, Jesus wasn't real, but now I'm together with these other motherfuckers. You miss the motivation. That's why y'all motherfuckers will settle for just saying some motivational shit. Oh, you and this and you and that. Let me look at it. No, I'm going to see what this motherfucker be saying. Because motherfuckers be saying some motivational bullshit all the goddamn time. That's all the fuck you got is motivational bullshit. Here, what the fuck is it? Who is this motherfucker? Because motherfuckers will say they're occultists, but all they got is nice spiritual motivation. You niggas are motivational speakers. Fuck you niggas. I don't care if you needed to hear this today. Oh my God, I just needed this so I can get through my job at Kroger. Ugh. You are the God. You are the God, so don't fear anything that you don't know. What is you? Learning being the gummy. The gummy? You mean the dummy. Walk in and be the dumbass in the room. Y'all motherfuckers are too impressed with yourself. Yo, I hit 2 hours, man. 2 hours of me talking out my motherfucking neck. That's cool. Yo, boot camp is the end of the month. Man. I didn't even do none of the show monetizer or nothing, bro. I'm just out here talking. I didn't record nothing. I didn't want to record nothing because I haven't been beautiful. I'm still even not really as beautiful as I like to be right now. I'm not beautiful right now. But you can't tell as much. So I'm vain. Yeah, I'm vain. It's cool. Yeah. All right, whatever. You motherfuckers, the sky's clearing up. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Thank you for giving me your Monday morning. I'm going to send it back to you. I've had my way with it. You do what you like with it for now. Check out the Gilded server. As a matter of fact, because like I say, if you want to support the work, I don't give a fuck about your likes, your comments. I don't care if you subscribe. Because you're not even going to watch the videos no way. You're going to cap about that shit. If you want to help, S.O.S. Spend or share. Period. OccultCornerStore.com. Check it out. I got the consultations. I got the classes. If you actually want to get in here and get your ass whooped and get this shit going, I got it for you. Don't tell me how much I helped your day and how good you feel about having seen some shit and give me your fucking fire emojis. All 100. Check. Facts. Nigga, shut up. I don't give a fuck about that shit. That capping ass shit. Spend or share. And when I say share, don't just put it in your stories. Don't nobody give a fuck about your stories. Nigga, you not popular. You ain't got no friend. Nobody fucking likes you. They like themselves. Oh, I resonate with that. Click like. It's not even about liking. It's about a minor acknowledgement. You want to share this shit? Share it. I'm talking about share it for real. You ain't gonna spend no money? Share it for real. Face ass niggas, man. Y'all niggas be killing me. Acting like you popular. You ain't popular. Nobody give a fuck about you. You desperately want it, though. All right.